Hey, hello friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another live session of our channel where we look forward to your queries and look forward to respond to them, right? So here again we are together to look forward to your concerns on a Saturday evening where we certainly look forward to all of you to cater you as much as possible to be a part of this live session. And we would like to look forward again, as usual, to listen to your concerns, queries, and try responding to them as much as possible, which would be the best help for you to get better understanding of the concepts which we have in testing, and at the same time how you can best practice these exercises at the real world. So welcoming you once again as a part of our live session, and we'll be looking forward to a great session today as well, and trying to respond to your queries as much as possible, and looking forward to see how best we can cater you at any point of time, right? So we certainly got started recently with our manual testing bootcamp, and we are getting great response from the audience. And this is for every single person who want to explore the world of QA in a better way, or especially for the people who are newcomers to the industry, or someone who is trying to transform, being from a non-IT background and looking forward to be a QA as a career, right? And we are talking about everything in a very detailed manner, and would be certainly helpful for people to grab that detailed understanding of what QA is all about, right? And that would certainly make a lot of sense for you and certainly give you great understanding of the content. So stay tuned for more videos coming up. We just got a kind of 3 videos right now, and we'll be looking forward to add more and more in very much detailed way. Number one thing is, of course, when it comes to our ISTQB Foundation, which pretty much covers the similar content, but it is at the very high level. It does not deep dive into every single concept. And here in this particular tutorial series, we'll be catering you with more and more in-depth information about the overall understanding of a QA. So anyone looking forward to enhance their knowledge, anyone looking forward to be on the path of a QA, this playlist is for all of you. And look forward to great content coming up next each day on the weekdays, adding up to this playlist. So meanwhile, we wait for some more participants to get at it. We have Hamid saying good evening, very good evening, Hamid. Welcome aboard. And go ahead, and if you have any questions, just let me know. We are here to respond to them and assist you with the best what we can have. We'll also be targeting a session during the week, next week, team, on another topic on my technical talk. So if you are looking forward to another great content, I'll be publishing that on my community page to let you know what the topic is. Please feel free to share it across with your knowns and colleagues to get a hold of it, right? And we would be very much interested to cater you with all that needs, which supports your understanding and better balance on understanding of what exactly testing is all about. So, yeah, I think we are busy with the weekend. I see there are a lot of people who are yet to go ahead with the session. But yes, as and when you join, you have any question, just feel free to drop that on the chat box. This live session is exclusively to answer your queries, right? So we don't have any agenda. We don't have anything to share with my kind of latest updates. It's more of like, if you have questions, just drop it, and I would be more than happy to talk about it and give you the responses to your queries. Finally, Hamid has a good news for us. Hamid says, hi sir, with help of your videos, I've cracked ISTQB CTFL exam. Thank you so much to you. So Hamid, I certainly remember your questions coming up every time we had a live session, and we pretty much tried answering you as much as possible. And thank you so much for letting us know that you succeeded in your examination. Congratulations, and thanks for sharing the feedback to us. We certainly look forward to assist you more in your upcoming sessions, and look forward to a great future ahead for you, right? So all the very best for all your future endeavors, and we look forward to cater you more through our tutorials on upcoming certifications as well. Hamid also says the QA session and videos helped me a lot. Yes, thank you so much for that content and compliment on it, because we certainly look forward to add more and more value through our videos, and we just try to make sure that every single individual has the need fulfilled through these video tutorials, because the most important thing is not everyone thinks and understands the content in a similar pattern or similar way. So the more we try to understand your needs, the more we try to cater you from different perspectives. That makes the content more strong for everyone and a wider audience. So thank you for letting us know your feedback, and that pretty much makes sense to me. And your compliments always keeps me inspired to keep up the good work for everyone else. Dheeraj also says, good evening. Hope you're doing well. Yes, of course, I'm doing pretty much well, Dheeraj. Thanks for asking. I hope you're doing well too. Hamid says, now what would you suggest? Should I go for Agile certification? Yeah, sure. Why not? You can look forward to Agile certifications because that would be pretty much next thing when you talk about the world of IT today. And any organization would prefer their team to be well versed with Agile, and especially when it comes to Agile testers, it is more important for any tester or QA to be aware of what are your responsibilities, what are your interactions, contributions when it comes to Agile methodology, right? So go ahead and look forward to that. And yes, certainly that will add more value to your overall understanding on the testing being conducted through an Agile methodology. Okay, and all the very best for that. So we have audience building up. If you got any more questions, team, just feel free to drop that. We just want a great, interesting session where we look forward to answer as many questions as possible as a part of this live session and making it really beneficial to everyone and fruitful for the entire audience. Because just not you, there are many people who watch this video post the live session completes, and that acts as a kind of material for them to get a better hold of several questions which are asked by people here. Hamid also says, is the difficulty level for Agile certification same as CTFL? Yes, pretty much same, because this is also a foundation level certification for Agile. So difficulty would remain the same. It's just that the content would be slightly different, but simpler. It's not going to be complicated like an advanced level. Advanced levels are slightly complicated, but foundations are pretty much okay, right? Okay, Believe in Faith is back again. Very greetings. Welcome to the session. Got any questions? Feel free to drop them. Hello, Mohini. Welcome to the session. You got questions? Just feel free to drop them. We're just getting started and looking forward to answer more and more questions today as well as usual and give you as much knowledge as possible through these live sessions. Ami says, okay, I will intensively go through your videos and I hope it will be helping me like CDFL videos, of course, because the instructor remains the same. The way of delivering the content remains the same. So, of course, you can expect the same learning and same outcome as well. All the very best, Hamid. Do let me know if you think I can help you at any point. All right. I just noticed that, okay, there was a kind of member joining the chat over this live session, Anpurani, and she has joined the channel as being a gold member through this live session. And we just want to thank her for being a member of the channel. The membership is not mandatory, team, it's optional. And it's just that if you think you would like to do something more for the channel, or there are a lot of people who generally say, I want to thank you for all your effort and making these videos. So just a kind of, token of appreciation or thanks is what you do is become a member of the channel and you contribute something like $100, and that would be used for a cause where I'll be using that money for sponsoring an underprivileged kid for the education. As we belong from an education domain, we would love to cater those needs of the underprivileged kids who cannot get to the school, and we just sponsor their fees of the school and let them continue or get started with the education. So you would be contributing to a cause, and In fact, you will be thanking me as well. So that should be enough. And it's not mandatory at all. This is completely optional for anyone. It's just out of gratitude. If you think you can be a part of the channel, please be a member of that. All right, Tahir has here. Tahir says, Hi Neeraj Bhai, I cleared my ISTQB automotive software tester exam. Only your videos made it possible. There is no other channel providing any info on that. First of all, I know there are no other channels doing that, and I have monopoly there. And thank you so much, Tahir, for letting us know. We're just getting great news today more than the questions. So, Tahir, congratulations. We remember your interaction in our previous sessions. In fact, it was really great to know that it is a specialized certification and you made it through in a single go. And that really makes everyone happy here, including me and the audience, because the tutorials needs a real feedback from the people. And having this given real feedback, it will inspire many of the people to look forward to these tutorials and be certified. Remember that being certified with ISTQB also has a code of ethics to inspire other people to get certified and now add more value to their portfolio. So by commenting here, being a part of this live session and letting us know about your results, you are acting as an inspiration to many others to go for the certifications. Right. So, Tahir, thank you, Thomas, for letting us know. Congratulations once again, and we wish you all the very best for all your future endeavors. Tahir also says, went through your videos twice and course content twice too. I think without your videos, it could be really difficult to pass that exam for me. Thank you so much for your kind words, but I would appreciate your intervention there, your contribution while preparing for the examination, because my videos alone cannot make you pass. Of course, everyone agrees to that here, that your efforts are equally important. If you don't contribute, do not dedicate that time, that effort while listening to my videos or going through the syllabus, things just can't happen alone with the videos, right? So equally thanking you for putting your effort in order to make me proud about my content, right? So thank you so much, Tahir, for those kind words. Keep up the good work. I hope you will upload sample exams of Ajal. Sure, I'll look forward to add more on that as well. Ami says, Neeraj sir, please make your videos for Agile sample exams as well. Yes, sure. I'll look forward to add all the questions one after the other. And yeah, probably right now I'm doing the manual bootcamp. As soon as we are done with that, I'll take up all of the remaining sample papers. Tahir also says, I follow simple plan, watch your videos, read that topic in course content. With this plan, I guess we can crack any exam. Yes, this is what I also recommend to any of our audience who look forward to prepare for the examination. This is how it should go. You listen to a video, cover up the remaining part of it from the syllabus, because videos are crisp, to the point. But yes, of course, not everything is read out from the entire syllabus. So there are a lot of things which we summarize up during the video, but the syllabus can give you every pinpoint information so that you can be pretty much confident on the syllabus as well, that I'm not missing out anything important, what you really need. All right, we have got another one from Abhirami. Says, I have cleared the exam just only by watching your videos. When it comes to explanation of concepts, you are on the point. Please continue posting videos. Definitely, it will benefit for the huge crowd. Thank you so much, Abhirami. And again, as I mentioned, today lots of great news are coming up more than the questions, and I'm really happy and excited about this session today. And Abhirami, first of all, congratulations on your success. It's really great news back to back. We are getting from every of our audience here that you could make it successful through the examination, and also letting us know about our feedback on the content, which is certainly a great kind of recommendation, a self-recommendation to any of our audience to be sure about that. Yes, the tutorials will help them when they spend, dedicate, invest their time and effort while going through this playlist, right? And certainly from different examinations point of view, we are getting great feedbacks from all of you. And that's the only thing which is my asset. The asset here is that my audience, which comes back and tell me that, yes, you are doing a great work. And that's what keeps me fueled up to continue doing this good work for everyone free of cost. I could certainly charge a lot of money for doing a one-to-one session, but I thought, let me do it for everyone so that I just get those great wishes back from my team and audience here, right? So thank you so much for letting us know again, Abhirami, and all the very best for your future endeavors. Do let me know if you think I can help you with anything in your upcoming plans and certifications. Hamid also has some questions. I was asked what failure is. I got stuck between these two options. Error always causes a failure. 2. Defect can, but not always, cause a failure. Please clear this, it might help others. So, defect can, but not always cause a failure. No, it should be first one. An error always causes a failure because there could be an error at any point, but defects are an identification. See, failure is an approach. If you remember in my first chapter, I've discussed about it, that failure is the approach where a test case fails. So you run a test case and that test case fails. And what this is what you call it as a failure. And a failure results into identification of a defect. But a defect is always due to an error, right? So an error, but if you say a little bit more in detail, not all the defects are just due to errors. It could be due to misunderstanding, could be due to environment constraints, could be due to invalid set of data, right? So if you look from the other side of it, can an error cause a defect? Always, but not all the defects are due to an error, right? So your option 1 should be the right one there. Okay, I hope that pretty much makes sense and certainly adds value to other people learnings who are watching this. Tahir says, what is the ultimate goal of your current video series of manual testing bootcamp? Up to which level will you go for as advanced concepts of manual testing are concerned? Yes. Advanced in the sense like we will be keeping it simple and light for people who are looking forward to learn it for the first time. And we'll be trying to cater their needs of stepping into the industry, right? When you say manual testing bootcamp, we'll be talking about the fundamentals of testing, test process, test metrics, test planning activities, how do you write test cases, executing the test cases, defect management, reporting, and many other things like that. But we may not be stepping into the automation part because you know that I have another channel which is called as Testing in Nutshell, and there I do a lot of automation stuff. So people can very well go there. So I don't want to reiterate the same thing here just to confuse people. So here I'll be just limited to the theoretical part of it and telling them everything about how a system can be tested, right? It is just not limited to testing concepts. We'll also be talking about what is the difference between testing in traditional models and agile methodologies. We'll be talking about how testing can be done for interfaces, testing can be done for databases, how the different kind of platforms are tested, what are the uniqueness about it, and practices, approaches, and a lot many other things. So end to end, the entire manual testing will be explained to you here, right? So except automation, everything else will be here. So yes, you can look forward to that and recommend people to be a part of it. Okay, we got Mohini here. Mohini says, sir, do you have any plans on making videos for our interview purpose? These videos will help me and people like me to prepare. Oh yeah, sure, why not? We are looking forward to add some videos like that in my technical talk show. And we will be doing webinars. We'll be talking about interview questions and how to answer the interview questions. So let me just prepare for it. I'll get some questions which are currently being asked in the industry. And of course, I do have answers for them. It's just that I need to just frame certain questions put together to get started. So pretty much short time, you should be able to see that. And I'll be here to assist you on that request. Thank you for sharing your suggestion, team, because this live session is not only to listen to your queries and a lot of compliments about me. We also look forward to having your suggestions, recommendations to make our channel more fruitful and beneficial to many of our audience, right? So thank you for sharing your feedback and sharing your recommendations, suggestions to add more value to this content. Because everything what I do is for you. So it should be benefiting you. What is that you want is what I should be delivering. So sure, I'll take that into account, Mohini, and you should be having them in very short time. Hamid also says, yes, got your point. Thank you for your explanation. You're welcome, Hamid. Can I go for mobile testing certification? Does it have any prerequisites? No. The only prerequisite for any of the certification hereafter is your CTFL, the foundation level. If you're done with the foundation level certifications, you're pretty much done with your prerequisite and you can take any of the certification now. You can target Agile, you can target advanced level certification like test analyst, technical test analyst, or you can even look forward to specialized certifications like one of automotive, performance, mobile, etc. So that's again up to you. You can very well look forward to specialization certification to add more value to your portfolio. Right. So I think we are pretty much caught up with the questions as of now. We are looking forward to more questions, what you may have, and we would love to respond to them because this session is exclusively to listen to you because I always keep making you listen to me throughout the day. But this time, this 1 hour is where I listen to you and respond to your queries and help you understand the concepts better. Now, your questions can be related to anything. Could be about testing, could be about career path in testing, be it about certifications, tools, manual and automation. What should I do in order to be a part of being more better QA in lifetime or as a professional world? Feel free to ask me anything. As far as I know, I would love to respond to that and give you the best justification which would satisfy your need and at the same time give you the confidence to do that. Looking forward to more questions for the day, team, as we have got another 40 minutes to go from our live session. We would like to listen to more and more questions and respond to them as much as possible. All right, we got Theeraj back again. Theeraj says, sir, if I can plan to move to SDET role, what other certifications will I have to do other than ISTQB certs? Uh, See, being an SDET role, you should look forward to technology-specific certifications. For example, tool-specific certifications. If you are targeting Jira, get certified from Jira. If you're looking forward to work on any specific platforms, like working on sales, working on SAP, or any other platform, then get that platform-specific certification also done, because that would certainly be giving you the recognition that you are different from somebody else. You're talking about Java, you're talking about Python, you're talking about databases, because SDET invites you to be a master of several things. So if you can get certified parallelly on the other technologies which you'll be working on, it would be a great option for you to showcase in the profile and stand out of the crowd, right? So Dheeraj, you can look forward to technology-specific certifications as well to add more value to your understanding. Meanwhile, Frank says, hi Neeraj, what would be the best way to train a QA junior? Oh, that's an interesting question to be answered today. When it comes to the way or kind of strategy or kind of approach to train a QA junior is giving them assignments. You don't teach them, all right? Number one thing, Frank, you let them, get started with their innovative minds. So give them a piece of code. Given that they have the fundamental understanding, that's the prerequisite. For that, they can very well use my videos and get some basic fundamental understanding of what is testing all about. And when they say that, yes, I know testing now, or I have understanding of testing, give them a piece of simple application or a particular code. Start with asking them to write some test cases, right? Review them. Then ask them to write again. Give the review comments to them. Let's see that improvement has happened or not. So conduct the several rounds. If you think they are confident on that, change the subject. Give them some other different module and say, hey, now what do you think? Can you write some test cases on this type of application or this type of module? What about writing test cases on interfaces or testing an API, right? So give them different assignments, some random 3 or 4 assignments, and do the round of revisions, review, share the review command, and see that if they have incorporated your points which you told them. And when it comes to executions, see their observation. The second major exercise will be executing those test cases. How exactly they execute, how they compare an expected and actual, how they assure that the objective of the test has been met, how they identify the defects, how much scenarios they can think about, right? This is how you make their mind more broader to think about something on their own, but being you a supervisor on top of it, right? You don't teach or train a QA by taking a whiteboard, using a marker, and reading them out or writing them out things there. You make them do something, right? And based on that, you review. That's how they learn the best. And you correcting them will give them better confidence and understanding that which are the weak areas they are in and how they can improve it better. That is what you call it as mentorship and shadowing certain activities instead of just spoon feeding them by teaching, right? So this is where you can get to know altogether about your junior resource. And once you find them confident, they're ready. So writing test cases, executing test cases would be the best thing to judge on this. You don't need anything else to train them. After that, of course, they will just follow your footprints and be there, like understanding what is planning, what is writing a report, how do you manage, progress updates, and a lot many other things that will come by the flow. You have to concentrate mainly to build that mentality that how does a QA think? When I have a scenario, what is that I should be concentrating on? What is that will make me to understand, hey, have I tested like this? Have I covered this scenario? Have I tried with this test data? That is what we need to cultivate in their mindset. And once that is cultivated, they are just kind of started. It's hard to stop them. I hope that's making sense to you, Frank. If you have any questions more to add here, just feel free to let me know. Okay, we got Arch. Arch stands for Archana, I think. I had taken break for 7 years for my family reasons, and now how can I prepare for my software testing career again? I'm not sure what you were doing before 7 years, Archana, and you want to prepare again for software testing, so probably you just have to revisit. You probably have to rebrush your skills. There are a lot of things which has changed in 7 years. You used to test web application, desktop applications 7 years before, and you just have a lot of things change in the technology parameters, and a tester is no longer limited to testing. That is just writing test cases and executing them. Today, testers are contributing to developers, architects, and to the whole business. So you will certainly have to gear up a lot, but no problem. That's not difficult. The more you spend your time, the more you are dedicated to getting that response, right? That would pretty much make sense to have that confidence of getting started once again. So just have first of all, the aim defined that I have to get back to the industry, start working again, and everything will just go in the flow. Meanwhile, you can look forward to get certified as well, because certifications add a lot of value for people who take break, which certainly states that you are still there as a part of the current market, right? Certification adds certainly a lot of value for covering up your gap, giving you better recognitions and weightage on the profile points of view. So look forward to having some of them, and let me know if I can help you with any other questions. Hamid says, is backlog refinement the responsibility of product owner or whole agile team? It's a collection of every one team. When the backlog refinement happens, we invite the Scrum Master, of course, the PO, the Scrum team, and all of them participates here, right? All of them participates in order to understand the reprioritization of the backlog items. Why shouldn't we be doing something which is already on the high priority, and why should we be taking something else on a higher priority? And based on the discussions, based on the understanding of dependencies, complexities, the need of the hour, and a lot many other things, you will define and reprioritize your backlog items so that you are doing what the business wants at the end of the sprint. So yes, it should not be just a lone product owner. You should have the dev team, because dev team also be letting you know from their exercises during the sprint that can we do something like this at this point of time or not. Because a PO alone prioritizing something does not have the confirmation and consensus from the dev team. So we need everyone to be there on the call, the PO, the Scrum Master, and the dev team to do the prioritization or backlog grooming or refinement session. SM says, good morning from USSR. Very good morning, SM. After my foundation level, I will like the specialize. What is your recommendation to the specialty that pays the most in USA? Besides your new videos are very powerful. Oh, that's a very powerful thing. Thank you so much for such comments, SM. Let me respond to your question first. when it comes to specialization, there are certain critical domains which you can look forward to from a testing perspective. You can be a security tester, you can be a performance tester, or by default, automation tester, right? Automation is more of like a concept today. No matter which domain you are in, automation manual will be a part of it. Like security testing doing automatically, uh, performance testing doing automatically. So automation will flow in by default. But talking about criticality, you can jump into security testing, you can jump into performance testing, which are more critical roles these days. They are in high demand, right? They are in very high demand, and we have less resources fulfilling those demands. So if you are one among them, certainly the industry will be looking for people like you, and you can, of course, expect them to pay you really the best in the market today. Because when there are less people, you are in high demand. When you are in high demand, you are paid good. If in case you don't want to get into any of the specialization, you can look forward to specific automation testing, but for a platform specific. For example, AI tester, ML tester, machine learning, or be more on the cloud specific platforms like AWS, or you talk about Salesforce. There are a lot of such things which you can specialize into. Being a functional tester itself, but automation, okay, not manual. That will still pay you good, but as you mentioned, which pays the most in USA, I would say the performance tester and the security tester will get paid the great over an automation tester. So yes, you can look forward to those profiles and target them to be a part of your portfolio pretty much soon. So thank you so much for your kind words, first of all, and look forward to your great career ahead for you. Sam, let me know if you got anything else which I can help you with. Frank says many thanks. Moini says thank you. Rachna says thank you as well. Yes, team, I'm pretty much caught up with my questions on the chat. Got something more, feel free to drop them in the chat box. We are looking forward to cater you the best at this point of time and respond as many questions as possible. We got around 28 minutes to go from this session. And Dinesh says, and for India, sir, that's global. That's global, Dinesh. It all remains the same for anyone looking forward to get paid more for their current efforts. So if you want really to make more from your current responsibilities, just look forward to add more from security or automation or performance point of view, because it's pretty much the global need. We don't find great performance testers who fulfill exactly the need of the product. And you can relate yourself, right? Why I'm talking about security and performance testing. Security, number one most important thing for any product. If I can penetrate into your system and hack it, you are nowhere, right? So security is the most significant thing as a part of my product. Second, when I'm talking about performance, today in the world, if I'm using an application which is slightly taking longer than 2 or 3 seconds to load, I opt out and look forward to better options or better alternatives. And we have hundreds of them. Very great competition going on in the market today. So you just look from the other side of it. Being a user, what do you think is most crucial for you when you work for a product or when you use a product? And then you understand, when I'm using Google Pay and my data is not secured, my banking details are compromised, then this product is nothing. No matter it has the brand name Google. So they spend more on security part. Same way, performance. No matter how great application it is, but if it takes longer than ordinary timeline to perform activities, why do you think I'll be spending my time there? My time is precious, every second's count, and I don't want to waste my time there. Though I'm using 100 Mbps or maybe 1 GPS speed of broadband, but the application itself is slow. So that makes the sense and tells you that what is in demand and what is that you can be to be a better tester. Ami says, can you please explain these things as well, like Jenkins, CI/CD pipeline, and DevOps? This is a whole different world, team. When you talk about DevOps, it's more about dev and operations, right? Development and operation. And these teams are responsible for migrating your components, your builds from one environment to another environment through a pipeline. And what is this pipeline? This pipeline defines that what are your main pipeline to push the code right from the dev org to the production. And again, it depends on how many number of orgs you had as intermittent. Like you have dev, you have QA, you have SIT, you have UAT, pre-prod, prod. So you can define the number of orgs in the pipeline, and all your job will be to push and migrate content from one org to the higher org. And if required, back promoting and a lot many other things happen there. And you assure that the things work every time it gets migrated to the next environment. And finally, succeeding up till the last, which is production, which is a live org, right? Live instance, live environment where end users are working on it. So the whole thing, Jenkins works on that principle, CI/CD, DevOps, there are many other tools which support the same. So you can look forward to understand more about it and let me know if you need any more help. SM also says, thank you so much, sir. You're welcome, SM. If you have got anything else, please let me know. Frank says, I have a Scrum Master or PO that does not want to fix existing bugs that can help save time and money. Unfortunately, we have encountered these bugs while fixing critical bugs or developing new features. Is there a strategy that you would recommend? First of all, probably you would need to understand why someone wouldn't let you fix the defects. Because I think any organization, any process, any products need is to be defect free as far as you know them. If you don't know them, they are underlying, right? But when you know them, the first thing is to attack and get it resolved. So I would certainly would be interested that you deep dive and understand what's the reason of not fixing, right? And second thing is you say, we have encountered these bugs while fixing a critical bug. So that's a result of the regression testing. So you're pretty much doing a great job. So you must show the dependencies, come up with an analysis report which showcases the impact of these open bugs as far as their severity 1, severity 2 defects. They will certainly have critical impacts of it. So showcase that information and also parallelly showcase. See, we have millions of people who are good at highlighting the problems. We want people today who come up with the problems, but parallelly showcase the solution to that as well. We don't want you to be problem oriented, that, hey, I highlighted a problem and my job is done. No. We want you to be showcase the problem, but at the same time, come up with your recommendation on the solution. So when you come up with this strategy of showcasing that, hey, these defects are critical enough. If we do not fix them now, it could pile up a lot of things, probably block the testing work and all that information. Then also showcase them solution of that. Like how much time will you take to fix these defects? Will this have any kind of side effects, or will this consume more time at this point of time where you have more critical tasks to be performed? So come up with those entire analysis, showcase this person, whoever it is, Scrum Master, PO, and I'm not sure why a Scrum Master or PO would be responsible for that, because a QA team has the validation part and they should be having the ownership on these bugs. So still, explain the management, take it to the next level, talk to your program manager, could talk to your project manager and showcase this analysis to them and get the approval. Because I don't think a program manager or product manager, after having an understanding on the analysis which you do, will say no to it. We, in fact, pause our work to fix the defects. Because just like technical debt, we do have testing debt. So we do have to take care of testing debt. If there are a lot of bugs unfixed, which may result into a big blocker tomorrow, or maybe showstopper, we don't want to be in that situation. We want to let people know that, hey, whatever you are ignoring right now could be a big showstopper for us tomorrow. And you don't want like that. Nobody likes that. So can we just do something right now in installments? So show them that analysis, statistics, which makes sense to them, and they understand the needs of fixing it. I hope that will certainly work. Teacher says, so there are two video series in your playlist, Agile Technical Tester and Agile Tester Extension. Which one should I follow for Agile Tester certification? Of course, it is Agile Tester Extension because Agile Technical Testers is the senior position, like senior resources of the Agile testing, like test lead, technical leads of Agile testing. So you have to go with Agile Tester Extension playlist for the Agile Tester certification. Theory also says, and kindly can you recommend some Agile related certification other than ISTQB? Yep, you have got CSM, Certified Scrum Master. Of course, not to be a Scrum Master yourself, but to gain understanding about what is Scrum altogether, right? So CSM would be a great option for you to get certified and gain great understanding of what is CSM. But yeah, you can just look forward to a fundamental training on that, which would give you all the understanding what you need before you take up the certification. Oh, we got Money here. Money says, if we follow your ISTQB videos, can we able to crack the exam? I would not love to answer this right now. Money, if you can just scroll up and you can see recommendations from audience today, yes, the videos are pretty much helpful for you or anyone else to prepare for the examination. But side by side, I would recommend you to also refer the syllabus copy to be better confident on every single concept which we are covering in the syllabus, right? So yes, the videos are great. To be frank, world's best. Thank you again, all of you, for making it happen. Yes, the videos are the world's best on internet today, including Google and YouTube both. So these videos are very helpful for you to get certified in one go. So all the very best, and do let me know if I can help you with anything else, Money. Hami says, you used to use the word showstopper. What does that mean? Showstopper. Have you ever been to a fashion show? The last person walking onto the ramp is called as a showstopper, and everyone else gets up after that. That, okay, this was the last thing which we could see on the ramp. And I hope you can now relate this back to your project. A showstopper says, you are done on this and you cannot proceed. So we don't want that. I'm happy that you didn't know about it. The reason is, good, you have never seen this before. Nobody likes showstoppers. So not a lot of people know this terminology. That just suspends your project. Simple as that. Suspend. You never know whether you will resume it or not. Sometimes it can even just immediately terminate as well, that we cannot recover from this disastrous failure. Frank says, all right, I'll continue insisting. Sure. Is there a developer to QA ratio? See, generally we have 80-20. 80-20 in the sense like 8 developers, 2 testers. So that's the ratio. But there's no harm having 7:3 as well out of 10. Like 7 developer, 3 testers. But general ratio says 80:2. 80:2. Okay, we got Archana. Archana says, excuse me. Archana says, considering agile methods of software development, so while performing testing, I always run short of time managing testing as per the requirement. That means one has to learn all the because we don't get enough time to documentation with regards to the piece of software developed, because by the time we perform testing is the time almost end of the sprint cycle. Now I can understand what exactly you meant. You certainly, sprint is a crunchy timeline team. It's called a short iteration, and the word sprint itself means that's pretty quick, very fast, right? 100-meter dash, Usain Bolt, sprinter, right? Fast, fraction of seconds, probably just seconds and minutes, you finish everything. So on a timeline, we are talking about this sprint as well, and you don't get enough time. Now, you need to organize your things, Archana, first of all. Organize that, what is the timeline when you get your code to be tested? Second, are those artifacts which you are busy with, that is managing the testing as per the requirement, and you have great documentations to do. If you think you start with the sprint on Monday and developers get started with development, can you begin with your analysis in parallel and preparation of test cases at the same time? You don't have to wait for development to complete and get handover and then start writing test cases. Number one thing. If you're already doing that, I don't know, where's the problem then? If you can parallelly start writing your designing of the test cases, by the time the development completes, you just have to execute. Think of automation. Second point. The more you have the progressive automation, you can save a lot of your time. In fact, the regression post your testing of certain items, the builds, the regression, if you can automate, you will certainly save a lot of time. Third, if all these things are okay in place, third is prioritize your activities, right? Prioritize your activities, that what should be the critical part which should be executed as a part of the sprints, and what is that which can be done at a later point as well, right? So reprioritize your items and execute the main test initially and push the other things to later. So even if you're not done, you know that will not be having any defects or may not be critical enough to push the code, or probably can wait for a daytime if we have an extension. The fourth thing is the option to talk to the Scrum Master development team that if they can push the modules on time or just before the day 7, so that you have ample amount of time to test everything what you are covering in the sprint. Because day 7 is an ideal timeline to get all the development story for testing. 3 days is more than enough to test the work of 7 days by 2 or 3 QA. Again, depends on your team size, right? And look forward to that. So these are the 4 points. If you can really fulfill that, that certainly makes a lot of sense and can solve your problem. Let me know if I'm missing anything out or you need any further information to add to the value. Dinesh says, sir, can you please help me on any proper online content with respect to WebRTC on testing perspective? I'm not sure, Dinesh. I could not get a time. Can you please offline command me and I can look forward to you? Because I just remember this. You asked me this probably like the second time. And it's just that during the week, I certainly forget things. So if you can drop me offline a message or a comment on any of the video, it will be a reminder for me, and I'll look forward to respond back to you with the necessary materials, what you can make use of, right? So please let me know, because these live chats disappear. I never see them after the session. Hamid says, thank you for our explanation. Yeah, sure. Hamid, you're welcome. Okay, we have got another 13 minutes to go from our live session team. Do you have anything else? Make use of this opportunity to get your doubts clarified. Don't forget to drop a thumbs up if you're happy with the surface, my responses to your queries, and if you really want your colleagues, people in the world to know about that here is a live session where you can get all your answers about doubts related to testing. Just like the video and YouTube will do the rest. They will let people know that this is the most liked video about certain things, and they promote it further to the next level so that people can experience these videos, come to the live session, and ask their questions. And I never ask you to subscribe to my channel or never ask you to like my videos on the other part of it. You never hear me like other YouTubers begging as such. Please like, share, and subscribe this video and all in this channel. And bell the notification icon. No. Because we are more interested to cater the people than getting that value on the channel. It's more of like, if I can help people more, I'm better satisfied than building up the crowd without any output. Hey, that's a good proverb. I can make it. Go ahead, team. We got some more time, and we would certainly love to get the best out of this time. Frank says, unfortunately, I encounter the same issue as Archana because my ratio is 8 dev to 1 QA. Ja. That's a big deal. Get more QAs. You need help? Let me know if you can roll out an offer to me. I'm happy to join you. Dinesh says, doing regression or review environment, certain things don't work as on staging or production. Is it general? How to cope up with the testing results of the same. Conduct regressions at every point. Doing regression on review environment. What is review environment? But yeah, the answer to the question is yes, it is general. Whenever we do this migrations, deployments to higher environments, there are expectations that certain things can go up and down. It's not always that it'll be 100% successful. You miss out certain settings, you miss out certain components, certain dependent features. Lot many things are there. And again, don't forget, everything is done by a human mind, and human is error prone. It's just that our test suite should be so strong that it can identify our own mistakes. So the regression test will tell us that what is that could not be migrated, or what is that which is migrated but not working due to probably some settings, enablement, disablement, or any particular component, right? So make sure that your regression test suite is stronger, because a human mind will always remain a human mind. You cannot make a human as a robot, right? So that's only the solution which I can provide you. And yeah, look forward to make it more stronger as much as possible and automated. It should deploy and trigger the automation regression test parallelly, so that it just tells you, come back and tell you that, hey, this deployment was not successful. And you deep dive doing manual checks that where did we go wrong, and highlight to the developer immediately or the DevOps guy first that can you please check what is that you missed. If you did not miss, what is that went wrong, right? Thai says, just a little doubt. In some companies, duration of sprint is 1 week, somewhere 2 weeks. What can be the maximum duration of a sprint? As per the Scrum guide, the standard duration of sprint is between 2 weeks to 4 weeks of time. If it is more than 4 weeks, that's not a sprint. Okay? But the ideal timeline which organization makes use of is 2 weeks, majority of them. But it's not limited. It's possible that you can make use of 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. So the official range by the Scrum guide, it says that it is between 2 to 4 weeks of time. But again, you can use anything between 1 week to 4 weeks. Okay, so there are no questions or debates on that. But anything beyond 4 weeks is not a sprint. You have to break it into two. Amit says, how many official sample exams of Agile certifications are available? We just have one standard sample paper available online, Hamid, and we just have one standard. And a lot of portals will not provide you any sample papers because nobody has that intelligence to prepare a random database. Archana says, yeah, sure. I should think of third and fourth to solve it. Okay, that's great. As you said, I do follow parallel designing test cases and like that, but dev team come with short piece of code to test for so many. Maybe I'm lacking here. Yeah, just plan your activities and prioritize them. That would be good. Thank you so much, sir. You're welcome. Gehan says, sir, my question didn't answer. Sorry if I missed your question, Gehan. Let me see, where did I miss your question? A lot of questions here. Gehan, I'm so sorry to say, did your comment or question had any kind of policy breach of YouTube? Because I don't see any of your comments before this. Make sure that you give space between dot and the next word. Because if you the moment put you something like it.is, it becomes a link. And YouTube does not allow you to post a link on the chat. So please look back because I don't see any comment by your name before this, right? We got 7 minutes more to go from this live session, team. Make sure that you are utilizing is the best. And Gehan, if you can just put your question once again, I would love to answer that before I leave for the day. It's just that the links are not allowed on the chat. YouTube automatically holds it and it will not publish. There are no questions from your side so far, except for this line. So can you please just check once again and type in, and I would love to answer that. Yasim, you've got more suggestions, you got some questions for us, just let me know. I would be happy to hear back from you in order to make this content more better and helpful for all of you. If you have any suggestions, betterment plans for the content, what we are publishing, we would be really happy to hear back from you. Frank says, can't access your Amazon book. What do you mean by can't access? Are you using Kindle version of my book? Or you're trying to purchase my book on the Amazon store? Archana says, sir, the Q&A session, it really helped me a lot. Yes, thank you so much for that. I'm getting enormous, great response on my Q&A playlist. I wish I could have made it earlier. A lot of people are coming back to me stating that that was really, really amazing. And yes, it's something which is helping them to understand how to tackle the questions during the examination, what are the tips and tricks, how exactly to save your time during the examination, and most importantly, how to be confident about your right answer right in the examination itself. So yes, I thought all these points and then created that playlist to add more value to everyone's preparation. So thank you so much, Archana, for your wonderful feedback. And Frank says, trying to purchase. Uh, Depends on your country, Frank. Where are you based out of? Like, we have published it everywhere. I got this message. We are sorry, the web address you entered is not functioning page on our site. Which Amazon website are you referring to? .co.uk, USA, Japan, India? Which one is that? Let me know. I'll share the link. Hamid says, as usual, today's session was also great. Thanks for sharing your insights and answering our queries effectively. Stay happy and blessed, sir. Thank you so much, Hamid. That's why we organized this session, to look forward to you, hear back from you, listen to your concerns, and look forward to respond to them. Most importantly, because we don't find a platform where people answer questions on any platform without any cost, right? So we wanted to do that small bit of piece for our QAs across the world so that we can build a better QA community and at least be proud of what we are doing, right? In a better way. Tahir says, nice to see you in the t-shirt with the logo TM Square. Can I have one? I think I myself have one. No problems. I think I'll come up with some plan and events to, share this all with you. I'll certainly do that. Let me see if I can plan out some kind of, events, and I'll ship it to all of you when you make it happen. Come up with your ideas, Dinesh, or sorry, Tahir. What do you think we can organize for all of you, and I can give you some good, great goodies away from here, right? I don't mind shipping them. Sure, why not? I'll get them printed and certainly, look forward to giveaway. Probably just give me some ideas, because I'm not so good at event management. I'm good at talking. I'm good at technology, but I'm not good at event management and sort of things. So tell me some ideas that what I can do. Probably a quiz or something, or maybe a kind of technical hackathon and kind of thing, like techathlon, and then we will see what best we can offer you as gifts and goodies to take away from there. At least it will keep you engaged to learn more and continuously explore, right? And I don't mind giving you away goodies if you are really happy to wear that brand, wear that brand throughout, right? So I don't mind, never. Located in Mexico, it should be available, Frank. Let me get back to you. I'll just check with my vendor providing there, and I'll share the link to that. Sure, I'll plan something for that, Dinesh. And Frank, I'll get back to you with the curated link to go for it. What does TM square mean? What's the story behind the same? The last question of the day. The word TM square, is the whole square of TM. Okay? And TM whole square means technical matrices that matter. I hope that makes sense. Technical matrices that matter. And that's what TM square stands for. Whoa, that's where we hit the hour. If you got more questions, team, do keep dropping me comments. We would like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this live session and making it great and successful, because this live session is incomplete, right? Incomplete without your contribution and asking your questions. So thank you, each and every one of you. And we look forward to have the same engagement in the near future as well and upcoming sessions. And do spread the word that if you find your colleagues being confused with certain things, they need a guidance, they need support, please recommend them to reach out to this channel, reach out to this live session, and get all that clarity, information, what they need to be a better QA. Don't forget, you will be doing a cause. You're not promoting my video, you're not promoting my work, you are promoting a better future of QA community, right? So do that piece of courtesy instead of kind of complimenting me. Rather, you try to help someone to gain that knowledge and gain that dignity in the work what they do. So I would request today each one of you to take that time out and help the testers to gain better knowledge, or let them direct to myself so that I can help them understand the concepts. But let's target and aim to have a better community of QA and gain that respect from the industry. Right? With that motto, with that vision, we look forward to our upcoming live sessions. And thank you so much for being a part of this, as usual. That's all from this particular live session, team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for being a part of this live session, team, and happy learning. Stay safe, team. I'll see you next week again. Thank you so much for being a part of this live session. Take care.